$16,000 you ripped me off. I could be doing good instead, but I'm taking out a loan to survive.
Get him! If he's not calling out, shut the door! Get out of the car now! Get over here! Go now!
How'd you like some unashamed shoplifters or some audacious con artists? Great, because you've made it just in time for a nice serving of crooks who thought they could outsmart the system. Thankfully, Lady Justice wasn't blind to any of them, and they all got what they deserved by the end. We have a lousy jewelry thief, some despicable employees, and even a car-stealing girlfriend. And who knows? A high-speed car chase might get thrown in the mix too. At the start of December, back in 2022, a couple of officers were sent to a jewelry store to investigate a robbery. As soon as they got to the specified location, they found out that the whole operation was a bit more complex, and it involved more than just one thief. They got most of the information from the store employee who'd witnessed the robbery.
Right there with the red lady?
Yeah, the red lady is that girl that tried
what happened?
made me open the door.
What happened?
Let me explain. So I usually keep the door locked, and that girl in the red leggings came like around, I don't know, 15-20 minutes ago.
What she look like? Black?
She's white.
Okay.
So she seemed, because I don't usually open the door if they look creepy, but I did notice a truck parked there for like 5 minutes. Which I kept checking my cameras. I'm like, that seems suspicious, you know? But I didn't see no one getting out or anything, and I just seen that lady come from the opposite. So I get up, open the door, and right after she walked in, 3 guys came.
3? White guys?
The first one, I could just see their eyes because they were all covered.
Okay.
And they were all just wearing black, and I could just see the first one, and he seemed like about 5'5", not too tall. And I really seen like.
And did they all get in the same car?
Yeah, in the truck.
All of them? Even the lady?
No, I don't know how the lady. I don't know if she left right away. I didn't.
So did the lady do anything?
She just made me open the door, and right after she came, they came.
While the female suspect didn't appear to have stolen anything, she did seem to participate in the process, at least as a decoy. Thankfully, the store employee didn't get hurt, but having 3 men in the building, all of them with their faces covered, must have been quite scary.
Okay.
Why
so
would
what happened after you opened the door?
The 3 guys came. So I opened the door.
And then where did she go?
And then I kind of knew it was kind of sus, so I just made her walk all the way over here. And then I usually do not go over there for the customers, but I was just like, what are you looking for?
How old is this lady?
Like in her 20s.
White female, 20s?
Yeah. And then I'm like, why are you looking
clothes,
for?
real quick, because I'm putting it out over here.
She's wearing red leggings.
And what about
white top and a black sweater.
White top, black sweater,
blonde
red
hair.
leggings, blonde hair. Okay, so.
And I also had my phone for the same reason, ready to call just in case. And the guy took my phone. They made me go in the corner. I didn't see anything. I just saw it.
There was 3 males.
3 males.
And then what happened when the guys came in?
Oh, they straight went into the gold.
Okay, they cracked stuff.
Did
they assault you at all?
No.
Okay. So.
But they kept telling me, don't turn around, don't turn. And I feel like they had guns with them.
Did they push you?
No.
Officers soon managed to get a hold of the blonde female suspect, who seemed to have been a crucial part of the robbery. Mind you, at this point, they had no idea if the woman was really guilty of something. She could have just been passing by, and it was all a coincidence. Either way, she could possibly provide some important information.
Hello.
White top, black sweater, red leggings.
Turn the car off real quick for me. Yeah, this matches, but she's by herself. Can you take the keys out of the ignition for me? Yes. Understand you're being audio and visually recorded, okay? Were you just over at the jewelry store?
Yes, I was.
Okay. What were you doing over there?
I was looking for a Christmas present for my mother.
Okay, step out of the car real quick. You want to walk to the back?
24, just a mission, we did it.
Okay, we're with the female now. She says she was at the jewelry store. We're just waiting to hear back from 142 to find out what her involvement was. Okay, we'll identify her and we'll talk to her a little bit about what's going on, but unless you get some more intel, we'll go from there.
At this point, for all they knew, the woman could have been directed by the other 3 suspects to be their accomplice. She did seem to be cooperative, but you have to admit, there's something fishy about her, and her alibi doesn't particularly add up. The officer went on to ask just the right questions that got her to say the truth.
Okay, so you were just at the jewelry store.
Yes.
Did you know the people that were robbing the place?
No, I have no idea.
You had no idea that was going on.
No idea.
And what were you doing at the jewelry store?
To look for a bracelet for my mom for Christmas.
Okay. Did you buy a bracelet for your mom?
No.
Were you in the store when the robbery happened?
Yes. I
Okay.
was in.
And can you tell us what happened?
I walked in and she was like, "Oh, how are you doing?"
This is the store person, the store employee.
Yes.
Okay.
And I was like, "Oh, how are you? I'm doing good." And she said, "Are you looking for anything particular?" And I said, "I'm looking for some jewelry for my mom, more like a bracelet." And then people came. One came first, and then I froze. I didn't know what to do.
The suspect insisted she had no idea who the three men were who robbed the jewelry store. She also claimed that during those intense moments in the building, she also lost her own bag, but didn't necessarily indicate that it got stolen by the same three men. Kinda makes you wonder why she refrained from making such an accusation.
So you didn't know these guys at all? You were just there shopping for a bracelet for your mom?
That's all that I wanted to do was get a bracelet for Christmas.
But we don't know where your bag is at this point.
It's not in there.
I don't know. I'm asking you. 24 to 142. Can you see if this girl's bag is inside the store? You have bags in your trunk? Like what kind of bags?
Like stuff to have, like my hair products, my makeup.
Okay.
Clothes.
But like all legit stuff, nothing stolen, nothing crazy like that?
Negative. There's no person
Do you
here.
mind if we pop in and look? Is that okay with you?
You have the keys.
Okay. Keys are on the top of the thing there. So if this investigation goes and they end up arresting these three guys and they say that you were in there with them helping out, what would you say to that? You would say absolutely not?
Absolutely not.
The leading cop went on to inform the woman why she was being detained and what their suspicion was about her involvement. They decided to be honest with her, most likely to give her the opportunity to confess. If her statements were true, she hadn't been involved in any other crimes in the past and had never gotten arrested before. However, the officer noticed a weird accessory on her hand that ultimately gave her away.
Why do you have a glove on? Just one.
I always just have one glove on.
You always have one glove on?
I do.
Fair enough.
No, well, not always, but
Can I ask you why you don't put a glove on the other hand?
I lost the other one.
Okay.
But I really like this material in my face.
Yeah.
So
All right. So there's nothing in the car that shouldn't be? Is there going to be any jewelry from that place inside the car?
no.
Do you mind if we look real quick? You do mind?
No, I mean,
Okay.
this
Understand that you don't have to let us. It's voluntary. You understand that?
guy,
Okay. You have the right to stop the search at any time and limit the scope of the search. You understand that? Is that a yes?
yeah, I understand.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
just traumatized.
I get it.
It's scary.
Yeah. So do you mind if we look to make sure there's no jewelry?
You guys can.
Okay.
Surveillance footage showed that this woman had at least held the door open for the other three thieves to enter the store. Coupled with the single glove she was wearing on the hand she used to open the door, it was enough for the cops to decide that she needed to be placed in handcuffs.
Yeah. All right. Stand up real quick. We're going to put you in handcuffs. The reason you have a glove on, it sounds like, is maybe you didn't want to leave your prints at the scene. But guess what? We'll figure it out, okay? But here's the deal. If you want any help from us, this is your opportunity to be honest, okay? So you need to think really hard right now about being straight up. Those guys, if you were with them, guess what? They're not in handcuffs right now. You are. So guess who got the into the deal? Do you want to talk to us or not? I'm guessing you probably do. You let me know when this is sunk in enough to where you want to talk to us, okay? When you're ready to give us those guys' three names, tell me, okay? I'll come talk to you.
The leading officer gave this woman many chances to confess and at least make things a little easier for her in the near future. She'd still be charged if found guilty, of course, but coming clean and helping officers in their investigation can sometimes count as bonus points in front of a judge. However, she still kept talking slowly and weirdly, as if she still didn't know what to do.
How did you get mixed up with these guys?
I got mixed up with them Because they always have stuff to buy, clothes, and...
Are you in a dating relationship with one of them? No. Do you get from them? How often do you smoke?
I don't smoke.
Look at me.
I drink.
What?
I drink.
You drink? Well, whose pipe is that in the car then? See? Let's be honest. How often are you smoking? Just every once in a while? Yeah? You get from one of these guys? Do you have any hidden on you?
Hidden on me?
Yeah. You got some in your bra?
No.
Be honest.
I promise.
Okay, where's your at?
The only thing I have is that pipe.
Just what's in the bowl? Alright.
This confused young lady, later identified as 21-year-old Kimberly, was eventually taken into custody at Pierce County Jail and charged with robbery in the 2nd degree. Of course, she could have indeed been looking for a Christmas present for her mom, but stealing is not the way to get it. Or at least don't go shopping with 3 suspicious-looking men next time. Just saying. This next entitled thief was spotted on June 21st, 2023. That's when Ohio police got called to a supermarket where store employees claimed to have seen this woman trying to sneakily conceal some items. Once they had the pleasure of meeting her outside the building, the woman took all of her anger out on the cops, claiming she was the one being mistreated.
I want my phone and stuff that they took.
Okay, come over here.
No, I didn't do nothing wrong. I'm not
over
with the
here.
store with anything. I want my belongings. They won't let me pay for my stuff without my belongings. They have my phone and stuff. That's not fair. I didn't do nothing wrong.
Where's your phone at?
It's in the cart. It's got the phone box and everything with different. I don't even know what the name of it is, but it's brand new. And my blanket and my damn it's a raincoat. My dad's raincoat for his motorcycle. Now that's not fair. I've not left the store or nothing. I didn't even make it to the register.
These officers have probably seen and heard all sorts of outrageous stories when people are caught in the act. As you can see, they weren't that easily impressed by this woman's statement. Once she figured out that she wasn't going to be released, she took a shot at subtly threatening the officers by asking them about their body cams.
I want to speak to the supervisor. No, I'm not going to be done this way. When I was trying to pay for my stuff and they took my card. Yes, there is.
Information.
No.
If you do not provide your information, you're getting arrested. Have a seat on here. Right here. Right there. Have a seat. Right there where I'm pointing. If you look. Sit down. What's your name?
Sarah Green. I can't sit on that. Sarah. I want a supervisor.
Okay. What is your date of birth?
I want a supervisor, please.
Supervisor's tied up.
Okay. I don't care. I want one. You have to give me one.
Okay.
Yes, you do. You're treating me like a criminal. That's not fair.
Listen, if you just came and talked to us, we wouldn't have to keep doing all this extra stuff.
Yeah, you would, because you're going to listen to me regardless.
I wanted to play the name game.
But I got all over me, okay? I'm trying to buy some tampons. You would be upset too. I want a supervisor. You have to give me one. You got body cams?
Huh?
Do you have body cams?
Yeah, right here.
Okay.
They're on.
Okay, just making sure.
Since threatening didn't work, she moved on to the next available strategy, which is, of course, playing the victim. There was also no way to properly identify this lady, since she said that her wallet and her phone had been seized by the store employees, and they were refusing to give them back to her.
Not even fair. This is not fair. My house just burnt down, and I'm not going to be treated like this for trying to buy stuff for it. I'm tired. I've worked all day, and I'll be damned if they're going to steal my stuff and I get in trouble for it. I want a supervisor. I didn't do nothing wrong. I didn't do nothing wrong. How are you guys going to investigate a theft when they took my belongings? How is that fair?
We're investigating it now.
How is that fair? And my daughter's Mickey Mouse blanket. I come to get groceries no. I want to speak to my lawyer. Y'all are not doing this to me. No, hell no. I don't even have a criminal record. Never so much as even had a speeding ticket. They still get to keep my stuff.
You'll get your phone.
No, listen. I'm not a criminal, okay? I'm not. They have my debit card, my ID, my wallet, my phone, and I've been asking that woman for it for an hour to pay for my belongings. For an hour.
One of the store managers had a small chat with the officers. He did admit that the store called the cops more as a preventative measure, but when it came to this sneaky lady, it seemed like the right call. You'll later see how her lies just seemed to unfold one after the other. Not because the officers had some smart interrogating techniques, but because this woman simply gave herself away.
What's up, man?
I know, like someone said in front of me. I'm another manager here.
Yeah.
Like, they just saw her like fill up carts.
Yeah.
And then assumed everything. I mean, like, I was told she took the phone, like, about and started selling cars without her knowing. She's been running around looking for stuff that's been disappearing.
She has been?
Yeah. So I don't know everything. That's just like, from what I've heard, this is weird. Like, we don't normally call you the way we did. Okay. She didn't, only she actually did it, I think we called you way before she
too early
did something.
Okay.
So, but I don't, unless there's something I don't know or something. But.
Okay.
At this point, the officers needed to let the woman know that she'd been seen on camera trying to conceal some of the merchandise. After her stuff was given back, she still had no idea where her wallet was. And without the wallet, there was still no ID. Kinda convenient if you ask me. Just as convenient as the fact that she insisted she needed to use the bathroom because it was that time of the month.
How's your wallet missing?
Because it was laying with my phone, and that's why they didn't want to give it. I've been asking them for an hour for my stuff. An hour.
Why were you concealing items in the bag?
Why was I? No. I don't. No.
You did. It's all on video.
Okay, yeah, it's on video, and you see me ask the woman if I could. I said I need to keep this separate because that's what my mom was going to pay for. Okay. With her card, and she's not here. She gave me her debit card that's in my wallet.
Have we got her ID yet?
Yes, he's pulling up a photo to verify.
I have no record, none at all. No record at all. Not even a traffic ticket. So the fact that you guys are treating me like this. Can you go this way for me, please?
Hold on a minute.
I did not conceal a weapon. I did not conceal an item. I asked the worker, if you watched the video, I asked her, I said, can I keep this separate right here? She said yes.
Her grand finale was tricking the cops about her identity, even going as far as saying she'd had a small surgery on her face, but it was also the last straw. Now, just because they arrested her, that doesn't mean she stopped with the lies and the entitlement. It simply means she was now doing all those things in handcuffs.
Are you serious right now? You're serious?
Yeah.
Let me see what picture you're looking at. That's not me. I have cashed your spot.
That's not you? Is it not you?
I had about 80 pounds on me.
Where'd your mole go?
What mole? Oh, it was removed by a doctor.
Oh, you got it removed?
Yes. Yes.
Turn around and put your hands behind your back. We're done playing games.
Are you serious?
Drop
Yeah.
your
No,
cigarette.
no, I did not do nothing. That is me. Look, there's a scar there.
No, there's not.
Drop your cigarette.
I'm not. I want to speak to a supervisor. I didn't do nothing wrong.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you again and then I'm gonna force you. Drop the cigarette.
I didn't do nothing wrong.
Drop what's in your hand.
They're trying to say I was stealing, and now they're harassing me. I will have all your guys' jobs, every single one of y'all.
It's like she just wanted to keep adding charges to her already delicate situation. Searching her would prove to be equally difficult. The suspect now insisted she was not feeling well and demanded to be taken to the hospital. Even if that was true, officers still needed to make sure that she had nothing on her person that could have been harmful before securing her in the police vehicle.
No, I'm not. I don't want to be touched by you. I'm not going. No, I need to go to the hospital. I need to go to the hospital. I need to go to the hospital. You guys I need to go to the hospital.
You can stay on the ground. That's better.
I need to go to the hospital.
Okay.
Guess we can tag on resisting.
I'm not resisting. I finished out. I need to go to the hospital. I need to go to the hospital. No, I need to go to the hospital.
We have to lift you up. You're going to jail.
No, I'm not. I need to go to the hospital.
Okay. We hear you.
You're hurting me.
Okay, I'm not hurting you. I'm barely touching you. So
I need to go to the hospital. My ribs are broke. I need to go to the hospital. I need to go to the hospital, please. I need to go to the hospital.
are you choking me
I
right
need to go to the
now?
hospital. I need to go to the hospital. I need to go to the hospital. You're hurting me.
Okay.
I need to go to the hospital. I'm pregnant and I need to go to the hospital.
The blabbering thief was taken into custody and subsequently charged with resisting arrest, obstructing official business, and falsification because she clearly lied about her identity. As per her own request, she was taken to be assessed by a medical professional, but as soon as she got to the hospital, she tried to flee. Officers needed to use a hobble to get her transferred to the county jail. An officer from Danbury, Connecticut stumbled upon a man wandering around a local parking lot. His attitude looked a bit off, so the cop decided to investigate. He looked like he was looking for his car, but he was also expecting a ride. Because the man's English wasn't that good, a Spanish-speaking officer was called to the location.
No idea what he's saying. I think he's looking, he's walking through the lot. Like walking and looking, I think he's looking for his car.
Señor, ¿qué está buscando usted?
El carro, digamos, está mi nombre y se desapareció ayer ahí en la casa, ahí en la escalarización. De las 10 ya.
¿Qué usted vino a hacer?
A reportarlo, pero la muchacha va a venir, pero no sé, creo que está por el otro lado.
¿A dónde está la muchacha?
Ahorita me acaba de llamar.
¿Pero es policía?
No, ella es una amiga que ella...
Esta área es restringida a... Aquí, usted tiene que caminar siempre por el frente, no por los banquillos de las estaciones de policía.
Oh, es allá.
He got confused. Yeah.
What's he looking for, the front door?
Yeah, he's looking for the front door.
What does he need? What is he?
I'm gonna run this place, see if we have any history with it.
Is he looking for his car? It was run twice yesterday. Does he think it was stolen?
After running the plates the man mentioned, the officers discovered that the car in question had been reported as stolen. It had been taken over by 3 people, one of whom was still in the front seat, probably ready to drive off. It's not the fact that they got arrested that's interesting, it's what they had to say afterward.
Back up. Don't move. Get out of the car. 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 Get out. Don't move. Turn around.
Why are you attacking him?
I'm not. Step back.
I just got his car.
Stop back.
You take a bite of my friend who's moving.
Back up.
Why are you doing
Back
this?
up. Who else in the car?
Give me a phone. I'm calling Steve.
Back up.
I'm calling Steve.
Back up.
He attacked you for no reason.
6948. Turn around. Turn around.
Hey, where's it going?
Don't move.
What happened?
Don't move. You come back here too. Sit down.
What happened?
Sit down. Have a seat. Turn around.
Why?
Turn around.
Here, Mary. How am I back?
Turn around. Give me your hand.
Why? What happened?
Have a seat. Just sit
Here,
down.
Mary.
Sit down.
The third person, an older lady later identified as Mary, did not want to cooperate. She insisted she'd done nothing wrong and even resisted when the officer tried to place her in cuffs. Now remember, even if the woman was completely innocent and had no idea the car was stolen, the fact that she'd been fussy throughout the whole process earned her an unnecessary charge.
Why didn't you report the car stolen? Why?
Turn around.
I wasn't even in the car. Please,
Turn
put the
around.
phone down.
Drop it.
Put the phone down. If you hurt me one more time, goddamn.
Drop it.
I'm killing you.
That's fine.
I didn't do nothing.
6948.
No.
3 to 10.
Who reported the car stolen?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't even in the car.
You walked out to the car, right? You want to
I walked out the car to see what you were doing.
Come over here.
Who reported the car stolen?
Relax.
You attacked me. Okay, stop, Mary. Stop.
Relax. Everybody relax. All right, just relax. Car's reported stolen. We'll get to the bottom.
It's my boyfriend's car.
Relax. We'll figure it out.
Okay. Jesus Christ, man. You did nothing wrong. Can I just get my stuff out? Who's moving. You don't manhandle a person like that.
No,
you're not. You're not nice, and you're not supposed to do that.
When you're in a stolen car?
It's my boyfriend's car.
Well, he wrote it from our phone.
Yeah, he did. What the hell? Why are we in trouble?
The younger woman went on to explain that it was her boyfriend's car and that she didn't understand why it was reported as stolen. She claimed she was fully within her rights to drive the vehicle as well. If that doesn't make you giggle, what she said afterward probably will. When asked by the officer if they'd ever met before, the suspect had a laughable response.
I am, because it's my car too. And I can drive it if I want to. Okay, so he reported it stolen, but it's my car too. It's fine. It's fine. He can take the car. I just want my belongings on it. No, he reported it.
He was in the driver's seat. You were driving?
Actually, he let me drive. He let me drive, but she's gonna drive. She's gonna drive.
648. I got operator. 0-583. Mary, what's your last name? Mary Moore, right? You used to live on 408 Main? Word. Okay. You're not living over at 408 Main anymore?
No, sir.
Alright.
Homeless.
That's unfortunate.
Yes, I'm homeless. We're all homeless.
You're Brenda, right?
Yes, I am.
Brenda, I remember I arrested you.
You arrested me?
I did.
For what?
You stole somebody out of a purse at Old
Yeah, that's a long time ago. That's over.
That was like 2 months ago, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Now let's get back to Mary. It's not like she was just going to sit properly in the backseat of a police car without complaining. She went on a full-on rant about having a disease, about feeling uncomfortable because of the cuffs, and again, about how she had no connection to the car theft. It's highly unlikely, but soon, it's going to be the least of her problems.
Mary, you go back there or you want the windows down?
No, he's losing too tight. They're hurting my wrist. Huh? Yeah, he's really hurting my wrist.
What's going on?
They're too tight.
What's in your hands here?
It's not. It's garbage.
Alright.
It's not right. And my cigarette, I went through the garbage. And I'm respiratory. Besides, I have cancer. And it hurts. And it's not. You don't want to get this. You don't get snot on you. And I didn't do anything. I just came out of the house. And I came out of the house and I go, ow! I don't know why you guys are doing this to me. Ow! You pinch me, you pinch me, you pinch me, you pinch me right there! No, that pinch right.
Alright,
relax. See?
Alright, relax.
Right, that's a pinch, right?
Relax. Stop. If you stop.
I'm not squirming till Sam.
Officers went on to have a small chat about the vehicle, the 3 people involved, and the connection between them. They tried to pinpoint which one of these suspects was actually guilty of theft. Mind you, just because someone drove a stolen car, it doesn't necessarily make them criminals. They could have simply not known about the vehicle's history.
She said that she went and got it from the impound and has been driving it for the past couple of days.
So she stole it, right? So
yeah. So she stole it. He's taking without permission because he's driving a car that he's not supposed to.
explain that with that because he's doing it under charge 2 with it in the sense of it.
Essentially the help point. He was technically the driver.
Right, of course he's driving, but he's saying, yeah, she told me she couldn't drive, so essentially she could say him to drive it. I just look at it as like, what's they reported stolen car is found, and essentially the person took it and admitted to it. Yeah, I think in the stolen aspect of it, it sounds like he's more of an innocent bystander.
So it just happens to drive.
Right, under her direction. Maybe again, is she a mastermind where she's like, I stole this car and I'm having this guy driving around because maybe, I don't know what her license status is.
Yeah.
His is good and that's why he's doing it.
Well, there's nothing on him, right?
He's got nothing on him in the car now. I don't know what's his in the car.
Yeah, let me just finish inventorying it and then we'll go from there. And we got possession.
Old Mary looked like a seasoned pro when they got to the police station. Despite having been found with in her bag, she didn't hesitate to distance herself from the purse once the officers had identified the substances and the paraphernalia. Nice try, sure, but it was too late, and she'd already racked up more than one charge that day.
That's all yours, all right?
Yes, this is mine, this is my clothes, this is my food, this is my cat, my dog, and maybe food socks. No was in there, there's no paraphernalia in there. Okay.
Perfect.
Alright,
just in there. Have a seat in there. Or you want her there?
I really like calling mom.
Yeah, you roll it. Okay.
Oh, that is an easy no. I'm just gonna toss it.
I was gonna throw them in evidence.
Yeah, you're gonna throw them in evidence or just throw them in the sharp sometimes?
I usually throw them in evidence, right? Just anyway. Yeah, that's what I usually. So I got possession. I still gotta test it, but it's so it's gonna be possession of paraphernalia, and interfering.
For both?
No, that's Mary.
Mary was charged with possession of both drugs and paraphernalia and interfering with a police investigation. You can't help but wonder, how is it that people like this choose to make so many bad decisions in a single day? In the fall of 2022, several cops from the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office met a seemingly sweet but dangerous thief. The setting of our tale was a store called Plato's Closet, and the woman in question was employed there. Her manager suspected she'd been stealing money, and it was thought she'd been doing so using various schemes over the last 9 months, and sometimes was simply taking money from the register and stashing it in her pockets.
Have you said anything to her?
No, absolutely not.
Confronted her?
No, sir.
Okay. Now the video surveillance, so I noticed there's the 14th from this morning.
Yep.
And if I got that correct, you can't pull up any records or print out. Are you able to print out anything from the registers?
From maybe yesterday, but not today.
Okay. So nothing from today. So not like,
Yeah.
I know some registers, like, you can't do a finalized report up front, but you might be able to print like a...
Yeah, I can probably call Laura and get it done, and
Okay.
she might be able to do it and send it over to me.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I noticed you have cameras to the 14th and 12th. What happened to the 13th? There was 2 days there. Were you able to get a third day?
Is today the 14th or the 13th?
Today's the 14th.
It was the 13th and 14th she did, not on the 12th. Did I put the 12th?
We'll just ask. I thought, yeah, so you wrote 12 on the envelope. So, all right, so the date is wrong on the envelope. So it's today
and yesterday.
And yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay. And did you go back to look at anything on the 12th?
On today's?
Was she working on the 12th?
On the 12th? No, there wasn't any discretions on that.
The owner was adamant about getting his money back. He was prepared to do whatever it took, even if it meant doing an inventory of the entire store, because that's what it might take to find out what this problematic employee had taken. For the suspicious transactions she might have done in the system, that proof could be more easily obtained, as each member of the staff had their own unique ID.
Because let's say today we figure all this out, and let's say we talk to her, she said, yeah, I did absolutely every bit of it, I'm sorry for doing it.
Yeah.
Now we have to prove it. So the charge that she would get would not only stick if that evidence is provided. If it doesn't, they'll just drop the whole case. It'll end up being like a petty theft or something. Just based off the last few days that they can prove on video.
Okay.
The state wants to prove it. We can prove it later after we arrest her because there's still time for trial and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why that's such an issue for us as far as
thoroughly
getting those
understood.
ducks in a row.
Yeah,
it'll just sabotage the whole degree of crime she committed. So.
I'll do a thing on it, no problem.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it'll take me a few weeks,
right?
Maybe a month to get it done, but I can do it.
And that's why I mentioned that earlier, because I did explain to them, earlier that, hey, without that inventory, we can at least slam dunk and say, I'm missing 1,000 pieces of...
I thoroughly understand what you're talking about.
All right.
Proof.
All right.
Okay, I've got it on the computer. Now I've got to show it to you in the inventory. Okay. All right.
Officers then met with the employee and began reading her rights. Remember, their purpose here was to get this woman to confess. There wasn't much else they could do at this point to get the money back, apart from the amount she'd supposedly already taken that day. What they didn't expect was for the girl to react the way she did.
All right. Do you understand those rights?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I wanted to talk to you because I have video surveillance. Okay. About the past couple days while you've been working, doing these buys.
Yeah.
Okay. And you take these buys, I see you on camera, taking cash, putting it in your pants. Do you want to tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah,
Despite being initially reluctant to tell the whole truth, the girl slowly lets out the entire confession. Her strategy was to come up with a scheme where she'd make up fraudulent transactions in the system. This ultimately allowed her to snatch thousands of dollars.
Now, where is this stuff that you brought in?
it's already out on the floor, but it's just been 2 purses and a pair of shoes, but anything else,
You said honesty's been a big key
Yeah,
here?
because
I've watched the video surveillance, and there's you're not bringing anything in the store. You're not bringing anything.
the last probably I want to say 2 weeks ago, I have been. I brought in 2 purses and a pair of shoes, but for the rest of the times I haven't.
So you would say only twice? Am I correct? Only twice you brought in actual merchandise, swapped it out.
Yes.
But the rest of the times you have done these transactions, you just scam the register to think that there was a buy done.
Yes.
Okay. How many times do you think you've done this in the past year?
I want to say.
A lot of the questions he's asking, we already know the answers to, so that's why we just want to...
Yeah, I'm trying to think and not lie to you guys.
The suspect didn't initially want to admit to the amount of money she'd taken. It's plausible that she truly had no idea. I mean, she'd been doing this for almost a year after all. But when the police gave her the news that they had all the surveillance footage and all the documentation to back up the manager's claims, she came clean.
How much money do you think you take?
About, I want to say 1,000.
Only 1,000?
Yeah.
Because I have all the documentation. I have paperwork dating back until January, and I see all the, and it's totaling way more than $1,000. You're doing a couple hundred. You're doing $100-something a day.
How much did you take today?
It's like 150, I think.
Is that typically what you take in a day?
Yeah, I would say.
Is it always over 100? Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
And would you say that you've done it at least 20 times? So if it's over 100, you've done it maybe 20 times, that's 2,000 right there, and that's a rough estimate, right? See what I mean, how that adds up? So, where is this money?
I have it.
It's hard to tell if she was really sorry for the theft or if it was all just a ruse. If she was acting though, I'd have to give it to her. It's genuinely a performance of a lifetime. The suspect insisted she'd never been in trouble before, and furthermore, that she'd taken the money from her boss because she was going through some difficult stuff at home.
Have you ever been in trouble?
No, I haven't.
No.
I'm just living in a hard spot right now. I live with a roommate, and like I've been on my own for a while, and I also feel like I've been working with him for a while, and I feel like I do so much.
Feel like you're underpaid?
Yeah. And I know that's not his fault at all. Like, I should probably look for another job. But it's like I feel bad for him. Like, if I do leave.
What do you think will happen to him when he's sitting here going on now $16,000? No?
He's gonna be really upset.
It's kind of...
It's not fair. I should not be here.
Right.
And I take full responsibility, and whatever comes with that.
Here's where her speech goes a little bit south. Despite having stacks of evidence against her, the woman still claimed that she shouldn't be labeled as a thief. Look, lady, do it once, sure, it can count as a mistake. But once you've stolen stuff from work for months on end, it hardly counts as something you did by accident.
I know this makes me look like a stealer, like I'm stealing money, like that's like the most thing you could probably ever steal from somebody. It probably makes me look bad. It makes me look that I steal things, but I don't.
This is why I'm just asking, because there could be people who, I mean, we do this for a living, we can read people. So you can have somebody who does this on a daily basis.
Yeah, I know, trust me, because if somebody was in front of me and I'm like, oh, you stole money, like, you're a stealer, you've been stealing your whole life. No.
But you're having a hard time. Like I said, everybody goes through hardships. We do stupid things, we make mistakes.
Yes.
And
this is a big mistake.
Right, but at least you're owning up to a mistake.
Yes, and I don't want to label it as a mistake, because that's just making me have sympathy for myself. But I do take full responsibility for what I do.
Can I clarify something? You said, so now we're up to, instead of 1,000 originally, we all agreed there's more than that. You're saying there's 16,000 total, right? And where is that at right now?
I have it with me.
The officers even let the woman part ways with her now former employer. He was visibly shaken by the whole situation, and not just by the financial aspect of it. He trusted her, but she'd been making a fool of him for a long time, but at least she wasn't disrespectful, and she expressed her commitment to give the money back.
Can I talk to him?
To who? Aaron, she wants to say something to you. She wants to talk to you.
$16,000 you ripped me off. I could be doing good instead. I'm taking out a loan to survive. Because you stole $16,000 from me since January. What did you want to say?
Say that. I'm honestly just so sorry. I mean, I don't expect you to forgive me.
I expect you to pay me back.
Oh, I am. I'm going to pay you back. I don't expect you to forgive me.
I was good to you. I did nothing but good to you. Always treated you as my number one.
It was nothing against you. It was my personal issues. It was nothing toward you.
I believe.
All right, I'm gonna grab your bag. You're just gonna come with me, all right?
Okay. Do I have to go to the front?
I'm not gonna put you in handcuffs there. We're gonna walk out. We're gonna walk out the front door, okay?
She was eventually charged with felony grand theft and received 5 years probation along with $20,000 in restitution fees. Because yes, that's the total amount of money she'd taken from the store over all those months. Even if she was indeed underpaid, it doesn't justify taking any money whatsoever from her employer. This next thief got in trouble for way less. This guy got arrested for just $40. Of course, regardless of the amount, theft is theft. But still, it's shocking to see people risking their freedom for such a small mistake.
All right, so what's going on? Huh?
Y'all want to see the video?
Yeah.
It's gonna start over. This was last night.
Okay, and that's him?
Yeah. He was looking at the screen to see if anybody, because we have a big old screen with cameras on it.
Okay.
And he's in there cooking.
All right, can you email me that video?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get all that information to you.
Okay.
For done. Can we get your, do you have a license on you?
Name ID.
I mean, we can just get your name.
Oh, Sonya.
Where we're going. How do you spell that?
SONYA.
That's a good phone number for you. So how much money did he take?
40. And the manager said he would like the first charge.
He got arrested soon after. Thankfully for him, he didn't resist. That's because this wasn't his first time having a problem with the law. It was, however, the first time he'd been accused of stealing. He was taken out of the building, and it was then that he began to ask questions.
Let's walk outside. We'll tell you all that in a second.
Got anything on you? I'll get you one. So right now you're under arrest for theft by taking.
Theft by taking what?
The officers let the man know that his crime was caught on camera, so there's no need for him to try and deny it. The suspect did confess to having taken the money. However, he claimed it was all part of a deal he had with his boss. What he didn't seem to know is that it was the manager himself who decided to press charges against him.
So, we got you on camera, taking money.
I actually didn't take it. He was gonna take. I talked to Cesar. He was gonna take it out my check this week.
Who's that? Who's Cesar?
The boss man.
The manager?
The manager.
Okay,
Yes,
we already talked to him. He don't know what you're talking about, so.
Oh my God.
So you talked to boss man?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Touch that right there, sir.
Huh?
Bag. My bean
Go ahead.
bag.
What about it?
My bag. It goes in my pocket.
Okay, well it's gonna go right here for right now.
After the cops searched him, they did find some stuff that could be problematic because on the suspect's person, there was a cut straw and some burnt tinfoil. In most cases, these types of objects are related to drugs. However, since they didn't find any illegal substances, charges weren't warranted.
All right, man, finish that up. We'll get you out of here. Quicker you get up there, quicker process starts. All right, you ready? Let's go on. We're gonna go over that car over there.
Loosen these up just a little bit.
No, that's both my actions to be tighter. Just keep your wrists flat against each other like that, like you got them. That's what we got.
Let's go over there. Hang on. Just make sure I got your stuff.
Just
bring the ladder. This don't work no more. Do you even want it?
Yeah, almost close.
Oh.
Oh, why y'all being so hard like that?
What am I being hard for? I'm being nice to you. I got no reason to be bad to you.
On their way to the police station, the suspect had to satisfy one last curiosity. He wanted to know who, out of the whole restaurant staff, had alerted the police about the theft. Despite having talked to that person, soon after arriving at the location, the officer deflected the question, refusing to give away the sensitive information.
Who called? Let's hear that.
I guess it was your manager.
Who?
I don't know. I just got told manager of Popeyes.
When?
Let's see when the call came out. 16:05, so that's 4:05.
Okay.
Yep.
I just got to work.
Well, I guess he's saying it happened before. He or she, I don't know who it is.
Oh, Sonya did.
Sonya?
Girl, that was up. Because I know he just said Sonya's name, so I didn't. Man, that's crazy.
I got no clue what happened there. I showed up there just to take you. The other guys are the ones investigating it.
The suspect was charged with a misdemeanor, theft by taking. Remember when I said he was acting pretty calmly, given he was being arrested? Yeah, that's because he was on probation for charges related to possession. Since this wasn't his first rodeo, he probably didn't want to add a resisting charge to all that. This next story shows what can happen if you ever try to cash a stolen check. Officers received a call from a credit union. Apparently, one of the staff members reported that a female tried to cash a stolen check and then tried to flee the area. Officers caught her just in time.
Were you trying to cash a check?
Oh yeah.
Did you get your check?
No,
No.
they have it.
They have it, and you just left?
Yeah, just left.
Okay. You didn't ask for the check back?
No. He told me that he's gonna go ahead and give Mary a call because they're gonna hold on to it.
Okay. Why?
So that's what he told me.
Who's Mary?
Mary was the girl that paid me for working.
Okay. Where do you work for?
Was working in her yard.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna read you something, okay? You are being detained right now.
Why? What happened?
So I'm gonna read you something right now.
The woman, later identified as Debriana Rael, is clearly feeling some discomfort. I mean, sure, we all might get nervous when we need to speak to the police, but it's obvious, even to an untrained eye, that she might be hiding something. She lowered her voice so the officer could barely hear what she was saying, and despite having an alibi, she had no concrete proof to back it up.
So the call that we got was that somebody was cashing a stolen check.
The lady paid me.
Where is that? Where do you work? Where does that lady work?
It's her address. It's her home.
Her home?
Yeah.
What do you do for her?
I was just helping clean the yard and throw some trash from her.
Where is that address at?
I don't know it off by heart, but I have it at my house.
You have it at your house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know it by heart. Sorry.
You don't have it on your phone? How'd you get there?
Well, I googled it.
Okay. When did you go work? When did you work for her?
Do you want me to look up the history?
Here in a little bit. When did you work for her?
For the last week.
Last week?
Yeah.
All week?
Yeah. So I was just throwing trash.
You're good, thanks.
I was throwing trash and helping her clean out her garage and everything.
Clean out her garage?
Yeah.
Okay. What's her name?
Mary.
Mary? Where is it in Albuquerque or Rio that you were?
It was Albuquerque.
Albuquerque?
I live here in Rio.
You live here in Rio?
Yeah.
Where do you live? Is this your car?
Yeah.
Okay.
Another officer was on a call with the victim. It seemed that the checks were part of an entire house burglary. Out of all the things that were taken, the woman on the phone was mostly upset over some objects with real sentimental value. At this point, there was no way for the officers to know if Debriana was connected to the initial theft.
All the checks were stolen from your home?
Yeah, there was a break-in here.
Okay.
The night that I found out was Thursday, middle of the night, and the county sheriff came out, but there wasn't a whole lot they could do. Yeah, the whole break-in was just terrific.
Okay, so about 3 days ago?
Or, I mean, it was probably before Thursday. I think it might have been ongoing where there were multiple attempts to get in the house.
Okay.
They took many things of value, TVs, wedding rings. They also took, sorry to be so emotional, but they took my son's ashes. My son passed away last year.
Oh, wow.
And they took the container with the ashes. They took his old ID, driver's license. They took his diplomas from school. We had framed them. I think they took my diplomas also from school. Multiple IDs of mine, old things.
And,
checks of my husband's and mine.
Okay. Do you have your, license number on you, ma'am? You did not write any check to Debriana Rael?
No.
That name doesn't ring a bell at all?
No, not at all.
The victim confirmed that she wanted to press charges, so Debriana needed to be treated as a potential connection to the larger operation. The victim went on with her sad story, so the officer only became more diligent in his pursuit of justice.
I thought it was a male, so this is a female now.
Yeah, so honestly, when people burglarize houses, they go and they sell the stuff, they fence it, they sell it for fentanyl, they exchange it for fentanyl. This stuff may have already been through 3 or 4 different hands. So realistically, the girl that has your checks probably didn't burglarize your house.
Just being straight up, if that makes sense. Yeah.
I would think that they wouldn't be that stupid.
Right.
You never know.
But yeah, it is New Mexico. But so.
But she'll be able to tell you where she got it from.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of damage to the house. There's keys. They took all of our keys. Also, officer, if you're doing the report, they took all the house keys, car keys. So we're really concerned that they're going to try to come back.
Okay.
They had put things outside to take. They took large TV, large items.
Okay.
But I wouldn't be surprised if this girl is working for the people who took this.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either.
Here's where DeBrianna started to get caught up in her own lies. She mentioned having worked for the person who gave her the check, but now she doesn't seem to remember the address. That's plausible, of course, if you've only gone to someone's house for a one-time gig, but if you've been there at least a couple of times, that doesn't add up.
She's gonna tell us that you worked for her, and those checks were signed off by her, or that check was signed off by her?
Well, I mean, as far as I know, yeah.
Did she do it in front of you, or did she?
No, I've actually met her to pick up the check.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like I said, if we contact her, she's gonna tell us she gave that check to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have her address?
Let me look it up. It should be on the timeline, right? Like, if I use the Google Maps.
Yeah, if you use, should be like on your history or something.
Yeah.
Is this where you bank?
No.
This is hers?
I mean, that's what was on the check.
Okay.
So I'm guessing it's hers. It's my data. I don't have enough data. I ran out of data.
You might call it. There's no way you can get it?
It's my data. I only pay $30 a month, so I ran out of data too fast.
Where, do you know, like the street? I mean, you worked there last week. You got it.
Yeah, I was only for like 3 or 4 days. I don't know the name of the street offhand, sorry.
Did you by yourself just go work, or did you have somebody else?
No, it was just me.
The financial aspect of the whole deal didn't make any sense either. The check was written out for over $600, so there's no way this suspect could have gotten that much money for just a couple days of housework. She also doesn't seem to remember exactly how many days she worked for this make-believe employer. Suspicious? I think so.
How much did she pay you? $600?
Yeah.
For 3 days?
No, it wasn't 3 days. It was like 5, like 3. No, about 5.
Okay, you're just running into all this stuff. First you told me it was 3, now it is 5. For 5 days she gave you $600.
Yeah.
Okay. $600 plus?
Well, because I had to pay out of pocket for the dump and everything. So she
For what?
For the dump, to throw the trash in the dump.
Can I see your driver's license again, sorry? Is there any weapons in the car?
No.
And you don't remember the street that you went to go at her house, where you went to go work for her for 5 days? You didn't remember where?
I went to Google Maps to me there, so I didn't look at the name. I don't remember the name, I'm sorry.
You don't remember the name of the street that she lives in?
I don't remember, I'm sorry. Google Maps took me there, so I just know how to get there.
Okay. You don't have you said you were looking for work on Craigslist.
On Craigslist.
And she found you?
I called her.
Okay.
Yeah, I could show you the ad. I mean,
yeah, can you show me the ad?
No, my data.
Another cop made his way into their conversation. He went straight to the point and told DeBrianna about the burglary and that they'd contacted the woman whose name was on the check. And guess what? She had no idea who the suspect was. Our trembling thief, however, figured she'd better stick with her initial story though. She was already in too deep.
So Mary was the victim of a burglary last Thursday where a ton of people took her checks.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that weird? Now you have one of her stolen checks on you, and she did not authorize, nor has she ever heard of you in your life.
Yeah, no, some lady. I mean, I helped clean out this house, and she has to treat me with.
So the more cooperative you are, the easier this usually goes.
Yeah.
Because I just spoke with Mary for 10 minutes. Her house got burglarized. She's never heard of you in her life.
I see this lady, I helped clean out the garage and throw some trash. She does not look like that. She's a lot younger.
And she gave you $683?
Yeah. Pay me.
How many days?
Should have reimbursed me for the trash when I went to the dump to throw the loads, and I took about 4 or 5 loads. It was supposed to be for 3, but
How do you say your name?
It was supposed to be for 3. My name?
Yeah.
Debrianna.
Debrianna. Okay, Debrianna. So you have to know that if we go to the dump, they have video.
Yeah.
So if we also, obviously, we're gonna have to talk to her. We already have her statement saying that she doesn't know who you are.
I don't know who she is either.
The suspect even dared to claim that she was being scammed as well. She insisted that it was probably the person who gave her the check that was behind the entire theft, which she had no connection to. Somehow, officers had no grounds to physically arrest her that day, but they did inform her of what might happen next.
All right, Debrianna, so I'm not going to arrest you today, physically arrest you. You will be receiving a summons. You're going to have to show up to court. You can get all your evidence saying that you, I don't know who's going to take the fall for you.
No, I'll get the receipts and everything.
Yeah, I mean, the receipts, I just want the person that gave you that check, if that's true.
Yes, I'll give you, sir. I mean, I'll give her to you guys, because that's not right.
So if you say you're going to go file the report with APD, but you're going to have to get all that evidence, because you will be receiving a summons for this, okay?
You got it.
Don't worry, she did eventually get arrested, even though it was 2 days later. She was charged with receiving stolen property over $500. I guess you should have all your ducks in a row if you ever want to cash a stolen check. This next adventurous duo ended up having way more problems than they initially anticipated. This was on a bright sunny day in New Mexico back in 2022. It all started when these two went to a department store. They thought it might be a good idea to snatch an air conditioner and then leave the premises without paying. Not so much of a hustle so far, you might think. So how did they end up in a high-speed vehicle chase, complete with gunshots and a car accident?
He's not complying. He's not getting out. Which one do you want first? Get him. If he's not crawling out, send the dog. Figure it out. Don't get out of the car. Hurry up. Get out of the car now. Get over here. Crawl now. Crawl to me. Crawl to me. Hey, let's go. I got cover. Make contact. Hurry up. You guys, go off the vehicle.
After the two suspects had taken the merchandise, it seemed they threatened the store staff with a gun. To ensure their own safety, the employees backed off, and the thieves, later identified as Joshua Lopez and Miles Luciano, were able to drive away. Thankfully, an off-duty cop was nearby, and he managed to get the license plate.
What are you doing? Yeah? You okay?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Alright, man. Alright. Did you get you checked out or anything already?
No.
Did you need it? Okay. So I'm Detective Wilbur, Detective Frias. Okay.
I know Frias.
You know Frias? Well, he's a detective now, so he's.
Are you a detective?
I know, man. I'm moving up in the world, dude.
You need to stop doing it.
No way. All right, partner. So, I mean, obviously, we want to investigate this incident. Some stuff went down. I'm sure that was pretty crazy for you. And we want to talk to you about it, okay? You're in handcuffs in the police car right now, so I'm not charging you with a crime. I'm trying to figure out what happened here. So because you're in handcuffs, you know the drill. I'm going to advise you rights and we can chat and hopefully shed some light on how this kind of escalated to what it did. You know what I mean? You already know? Okay. So bro, like straight up, just you guys came from the Lowe's. You're pushing on an air conditioner, right? You don't remember? You know they got cameras at Lowe's, right? Like, again, it's just a shoplifting. I don't give a shit about a shoplifting. Like, we had gunshots being fired here. But
I don't give a about the gunshot.
okay. So, I mean, you and Joshua Lopez, you guys, I mean, you guys roll together. You always pop up on the cameras here, El Paso, whatever. It's not a big deal. I'm here for big boy stuff.
After the two culprits left the store, they were chased by the police in traffic, with the latter needing to use their guns to immobilize the dangerous men. After he crashed his car into a nearby pole, the driver sustained a gunshot wound, so he had to be taken to a hospital. Officers had no choice but to try and reason with the second thief, Miles Luciano.
Is there an air conditioner in the back of that car?
I don't even know what's in the car.
Okay. I mean, obviously you're wearing the same clothes that you were wearing in Lowe's, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm not saying I'm not the person who went in.
Yeah,
Didn't go to Lowe's.
You're pushing out an air conditioner. It's not the end of the world. I get it.
Okay. And you know it's an air conditioner in the car.
So now let me ask you this: did you pull out a gun on the employees there?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Did you know that the other guy had a gun?
No, nobody had a gun. And if it's a gun, it's a BB gun.
Okay. If there's a BB gun, is it inside the car?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. What color is it?
I don't even know what color it is.
Well, if you know it's a BB gun, you must have seen it.
Yeah, because he had the case, the box of the gun.
For a BB gun?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And that's in the car too?
I don't know if the box is still in there, but...
So where did you see the box? Like, you've seen the box?
I seen the box like a week ago.
Well, let me ask you this. Why do you carry a BB gun on the streets, man? That's just dangerous.
Because I don't give a if I die or not. I don't...
But your buddy, though? You think he's that crazy? I mean, it was just me. I'd rather carry a real gun than a BB gun.
Yeah, of course, me too, but... it doesn't even matter.
Gotcha. Okay. So you don't think he pulled that gun out on the employees? Even if it's a BB gun?
I don't know who did it.
Here's where his audacity goes through the roof. He claims that if they had a better vehicle, the cops never would have stood a chance. It was all or nothing for this guy, as you can see. Since it's already obvious to him that he and his friend are doomed, he probably thought he might as well have fun.
You don't have to say who's driving, but while you guys are, or that person that's driving the car and hauling ass from the police officers that have their lights and sirens on and all that stuff, you know, what, did he say anything to you at all? Did he say, the guy's driving the car?
Right.
Did he say anything to you?
He didn't say nothing.
Just like, you
I
guys
just told him like this. I said, I love you, brother. That's all
Okay.
That's all I said.
Did he hit the person that's saying that? Did you guys hit anybody?
No, we didn't hit nobody.
Okay.
That cop did. No, I'm driving. You need me to take driving school back over. But if our car was a little bit faster, we would have got away.
You so?
Look at that. Oh, yeah. We lost y'all like 2 times already.
Really?
And I said, lucky. Y'all know that y'all got walkie-talkies, so y'all know where to put up people off.
Well, yeah, man, with the police. You know that. You know, just like when I got you there at La Posada, man. Come on, dude. You know, we're good at that stuff, dude. So.
What made you want to be calling down detective?
Oh, man, I'm getting old, dude. I'm an old man, dude.
As the investigation kept going, a young woman approached the location of the accident. She seemed worried and asked about the vehicle that was involved in the crash. Officers would soon find out that it was the mother of Joshua Lopez. One of the cops had to give this poor lady the unfortunate news that her son was in the hospital.
How can we help you?
What kind of vehicle is involved?
Are you looking for a vehicle? Or?
Well, because my son's on the run, and I'm not sure if it's him.
Okay. What kind of vehicle are you looking for?
Tahoe, maroon Tahoe.
Okay. What's your son's name?
Joshua Lopez.
No, 37.
Where are you parked at?
Way over there.
Okay. Let's head down to my car and I'll talk to you, okay?
Wait on the other side of those cop cars over there, okay?
I'll come.
Officer will keep you updated.
I'll come talk to you and we'll keep you updated, okay?
Is it that red SUV?
Yes. Let's go this way.
Is he okay?
He's at the hospital. Let's go this way. Come on. What do you mean he's on? What do you mean he's on the run?
No.
He's alive. Oh, no. He's alive. Hey, we have to keep going. Come on. You need to stay here. We need to go this way. We're not going to let you in right now.
Oh, God. Please.
Let's go this way so I can talk to you and see what's going on.
Did he get shot?
I can't tell you any details about what happened.
Oh, my God.
Both of these rambunctious thieves were eventually charged with interference with commerce by threats or violence. While Luciano already pled guilty and was sentenced to 46 months in prison, Joshua is still awaiting his sentencing. He first needed to recover from the injuries he sustained that day, and then have a brief encounter with the FBI after investigators lost track of him. We hope you enjoyed this wild ride through the world of outrageous burglars getting busted. Be sure to drop us a comment down below. Let us know which one of these treacherous thieves you think deserves jail time the most. Until next time, stay safe, stay vigilant, and no doubt, be cooperative if the cops ask you a question, okay?